Yes, sir, you're perfectly audible.
Thank you, Dr. Devanshu Srivastav, uh, my esteemed fellow panelists, Dr. Amita Mahar, Dr. Harish Ramswamy, Dr. Dhruve. Uh, Always a pleasure to be on the platform of Jagran Lake City University, our friendly neighborhood. And congratulations for hosting this wonderful QS Rise debate. I think debates are very essential, not just for students, but also for educators. And I'm glad that you have organized this. Let me, because there is a paucity of time, I need to finish up things within 10 minutes. That's the time limit given to me. Well, you mentioned that so many countries I have visited. And believe me, in all those countries, I found whether it is software specialists, whether it is senior most doctors, they were all Indians, and Indians who studied in India and went to these respective countries and have made a mark for themselves. You talk of NASA, you talk about Silicon Valley, you talk about leading surgeons in Singapore. They are all NRIs who studied in India and made a mark for themselves abroad. So obviously, there is something good about Indian education system. Yes, if you look at the global ranking so far as media, because I come from the media mass communication spectrum, if you look at the World Press Freedom Index, India, which is the largest democracy in the world, as per global rankings, we rank somewhere around 150. I mean, this is a joke. We have one of the freest medias in the world, and in spite of that, we don't fit into the so-called global rankings. Now, I have a problem there. Let me just point out a couple of things, because as I said, paucity of time. Let us look at some of the expectations in the global rankings. I am not at all blaming global rankings, but it's simply that we don't fit in there. Our size, our population, our resources, and the laws here does not permit us to fit in within those norms. To begin with, one of the qualifications as per the global norms, if you look at it, is the profit of institutions. In India, even private institutions are not supposed to show profits. We are expected to run education for charity, not for profit. So, even an institution like Pune University, which has 1,000 crore, revenue, is unable to show it as profit. All your institutions are under some foundation, some educational foundation or trust. You cannot show it as a private entity, unlike in the United States or some other country. So where do we fit into the profit thing? Because we can't earn profits. We are running charity. 2. Now let us, now if you talk about, say, how do I put it? In terms of foreign students intake. Now obviously, given the infrastructure of our state universities, how do we expect foreign students to come and study here? We are a country which, as of now, yes, the national education policy talks about a 6% GDP allocation. But look at the state, the condition so far as infrastructure. Is it up to the so-called international standards, or does it cater to the local requirements? Now, if you are going to look at it, obviously foreign students, we don't fit into the category of foreign students compared to, say, UCLA or a Stanford or an Oxford. We obviously don't fit into that. So we need to understand this. Now, why is it that we are going by global rankings alone? China has tried out with its own Shanghai rankings. In India, we have a national institutional ranking framework. And there is an organization, Research for Resurgence Foundation, RF. with which many universities have signed MOUs. Now they are now devising a new ranking system which is called Guru. Guru is Global University Ranking Utility. So this is a new ranking formulation by the RFRF, wherein we are going to already 102 Indian universities have signed up. So globally, we need to look at developing countries from a different perspective. We cannot look at it from a Western model, from a Western prism, because there are many things, whether, and about outcome. Now, outcome analysis, how do you, rate that? Foreign campuses, how do we fit into that? Foreign faculty. Now, foreign faculty is again one of the criteria. Now, how many Indian universities can afford to have foreign faculty? Now, if you are going, but we have the best of faculties, our own faculty. So, if these extraneous issues, if I may call it, are going to matter in rankings, we just don't fit into their scheme of things. So, either they will have to have a different ranking system, wherein these things are also kept in consideration, so that institutions of excellence. Now come to think of it, if you put together the top Ivy League universities, the number of students that they have, more than that students, only single university, Nagpur University, will have more students than all the Ivy League universities put together. That is the kind of numbers we are dealing with. So let us not forget these things. Let us face the Indian harsh realities, and accordingly we should devise norms, parameters that will ensure. So excellence cannot be measured with parameters like profitability, parameters like availability of foreign faculty, or foreign student profile. It has to be excellence, and there we have time and again we have produced the most brilliant engineers, scientists, software specialists, doctors in the world, and we have shown to the world that we have the capacity. So we should not be judged on that basis. The judgment should be on different criteria which is suited for India. Thank you so much. I hope I have not exceeded my brief.